Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but they perked up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw here. Going deep here for Allen.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at their own 42. Go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, some strong running. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So defensively, just got the hand up too high, and that adds even more yardage to what was already an impressive run.
And as a defender, you're doing what you normally do on any play, just grabbing at anything, trying to get him down. But when you're downfield, you're a little more exposed. They'll get you every time when they see it.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football. 8-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You look at this Raiders defense.
Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Still fighting. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
Let's go. 18, Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. His throw here is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On second down, Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Taking it about the 16. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It almost pushed them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Here's a 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Run!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Nifty move. But he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Ready.
On the option right, Herbert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
5-9. Ready.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
There he goes, left side. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Looking to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Now back to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by Mayer. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They go with Jacobs. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers at 5-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw now on first down. He hits Adams, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He'll drop to throw. He's got room at the 30. Oh, look at the juke. And down to the 16-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Open man is Myers. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's to the 15. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 14-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
10 through 11.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Go.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Set.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the Chargers are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
Hey, OB. Set.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Run. Ready.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get this down to the 10. 170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On first down, Justin Herbert is going to find his running back. It's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
And they'll run again.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Set.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Herbert on 1st down now.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Come 19. Come 19. Ready?
Back to throw again.
That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Chargers continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Mayer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete to Adams. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Trap 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
19 Lions.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught by Allen for a Raider touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Go, hey, go, go, go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40.
Let's go now.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
60. Not below 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Go! 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight. On the ball, on the ball.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
18, Pioneer.
2nd and 5. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go.
Let's go now.
Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for L.A., it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.